Good afternoon. Welcome to All About Animals. I'm Sherry Graditor, and my guest today is Sarah May. Sarah is a canine massage therapist. Sarah, what does that mean?
Well, a canine massage therapist is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a person who provides massage therapy for dogs. Now, there is more to it than that. If you think about when we go to get a massage, we know what to expect. We know what a massage is. We know what's going to happen to us on the table. And we can expect that when we're done, we'll probably feel pretty good. Dogs, though, don't know what a massage is. And you can't explain to a dog what a massage is and what you're about to do to them. Also, the techniques used in massage therapy are very different from petting. So it feels strange to many dogs and unusual, very different. So all of these things combined make it important to begin a massage session completely away from the dog, well, not touching the dog. The most important thing about a massage session is what happens before I actually lay my hands on the dog. With massage therapy for dogs, connecting with the dog, gaining that dog's trust is essential before that dog will allow me to touch it. In most cases, if the dog hasn't had an experience with me before, they don't know me, I'm a stranger, and they don't know what my intentions are or what to expect from me. So that initial time in the massage session is crucial to building trust, making a connection, developing some sort of relationship together so that the dog will allow me to do the massage.
To actually lay hands, a stranger touching the dog in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the benefits of canine massage?
There are so many benefits, and they're actually very similar to the benefits that humans feel as a result of massage. So not only does massage relax the body, it also relaxes the mind and calms the nervous system. So it's a wonderful way to help decrease stress and anxiety in a body. But it also increases circulation, it increases flexibility, and it helps dogs recover from more quickly from injuries or illness, surgery, and even exercise. It's a great boost for the immune system. And it just all around makes a dog's quality of life better and helps them feel good.
How do you decide how to approach a dog you've never seen before?
Well, that's a good question, and I think one of the essential elements about being an effective canine massage therapist is understanding canine behavior and body language. When you're approaching a dog you've never met before, who's never met you, especially in a shelter situation, so I do volunteer in a shelter where I provide massages to dogs, and we don't often know what the past is of the dog, and there's no pet parent there to tell us anything about the dog. So it's important to observe the dog's body language, watch the dog as I'm approaching, and see if it's welcoming me. There will be a certain kind of body language. If it would like me to back away, there will be another type of body language. So it's a very important part of being a canine massage therapist is understanding what a dog is trying to communicate to you.
Yeah, and I would imagine that runs a tremendous gamut.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they are all individuals and they all carry their own baggage.
That's right, and even with the same dog, one day the dog could be feeling not so great and may not be interested in a massage that day. That same dog another time might be a much more willing participant. And so even with the same dog, that behavior can run the gamut.
How did you get into this, Sarah?
It's interesting. I started volunteering at Save a Pet, walking dogs and socializing with cats, and the dogs just really touched me, and I felt like I wanted to be able to provide them with something else in addition to interacting with them, but I didn't know what that was. And then I just happened to take a pet parent class for pet parents who want to learn massage techniques for their own dogs. And it dawned on me that, oh my gosh, this is what I could do to help the dogs at the shelter, is learn more about massage and help the dogs at the shelter. So I decided to go through a certification program, become certified as a canine massage therapist, and which allows me to work with shelter dogs. I also have my own business as a canine massage therapist, but initially it's been the shelter dogs that I really enjoy focusing on.
So basically, from being a volunteer and putting the time in because you love them,
absolutely,
you wound up with a business, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is kind of a cool way to go. The certification program, what is it? How long is it? What did you do?
There are different certification programs depending on which school you decide to attend. I think we're lucky enough to have a fantastic canine massage school here in Chicago. It's called Canine Massage Chicago. They have 2 different programs. The first one focuses on rehabilitative massage, working with veterinarians directly in rehabilitation situations. The other track the other program is the one that I went through, focusing more on relaxation and wellness massage. Because when you're talking about shelter dogs, the shelter dogs really need relaxation. They need to be able to let go of some of that anxiety and stress that they feel as a result of being in a shelter environment and coming from not so happy past home lives.
And even the ones, very frankly, who have come from wonderfully happy and have lost them.
Yes.
They're grieving the loss.
Absolutely.
And that's probably the saddest thing to see is an animal that is 5 or 6 or 8 years old and was loved. By the way, the strange noises, if anybody's hearing strange noises, is my dog who is relaxing by rolling over and over and playing the happy game. And she's a little vocal when she does that, so excuse us for that. The saddest for me is the ones that have lost.
Yeah.
You know, that don't understand why they went from a sofa and a lap and a loving family to a cage.
Right.
Yeah. I would imagine that massage does another thing, and you haven't mentioned it, but I see it as a need for many of these dogs. The dogs that are the most active and that are confined undergo a stress that's different than anything else, and they can become aggressive, combative in a cage situation because they've got so much pent up energy. And I would imagine that massage helps to release some of that. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
You are right. In fact, it's a passive form of exercise for dogs who, for whatever reason, are more inactive than they might normally be, whether it's from being kept in a kennel or from injury, if they're not active because they are laid up in bed, so to speak. It is a passive form of exercise. It helps get the circulation going, helps the body be able to move, and the joints to be able to
flex.
Yes,
There's
thank you.
I'm good at words.
Thank you. Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah.
And even those dogs in particular not only are experiencing lack of activity, but increased anxiety, increased stress. Because like you said, they don't know why they're in this situation. You know, they're being taken care of very well by the staff and volunteers at the shelter, but it's still not a home, and it's very confusing. And so massage does help on that level as well, very much.
I would imagine so. Now, going away from the shelter for a little bit, although I obviously tape at Save a Pet, you volunteer at Save a Pet, we have a love for these animals. How does the private person decide that his animal would benefit from massage?
Another good question. There are so many different types of dogs who would benefit from massage, and I would argue that every dog benefits from massage. A dog you would assume, or a dog that you would call healthy, who doesn't have any existing health conditions or problems with mobility, can benefit from massage because massage helps to prevent degeneration of healthy tissues. It's also an excellent way to detect early on any health changes in a dog. When I do a massage, ideally I'm touching the entire body, and so if I feel something,
a bump, a lump,
or a lump, I point it out to the pet parent, and then they can take their pet to the veterinarian to have that followed up on. You know, oftentimes it's nothing, but if it's definitely something.
Good to know it's there.
Absolutely. In addition, puppies benefit wonderfully from massage. Wiggly little puppies need to be socialized when they're still young so that they know that it's okay to be touched. That touch, healthy, positive touch is okay. It's not something to be scared of or stressed out by. So when they go to the vet, when they go to the groomer, when they go to the daycare center, they are not stressed out, and their pet parent's not stressed out too. It's all part of what they were socialized to know, to understand. Likewise, a lot of my clients are geriatric dogs, dogs who are older, who are less active because perhaps they have arthritis or they're just slowing down in life. And their body becomes tighter, it becomes a little bit harder to move around. And massage does a wonderful job of stimulating an older dog's muscles, increasing circulation, getting that blood to flow, getting the nutrients to move throughout the tissues. And it just helps increase the quality of life for older dogs. And also canine athletes. So if you have an agility dog, someone who is part of another kind of sport, fly ball or nose work, you know, whatever your dog is a part of may take a toll on their body. Just like when we exercise, we feel sore, we feel tight after we exercise perhaps, and we benefit from massage. Sure. So do dogs. So there are even massage techniques that you would use prior to an event, after an event, and then in between events to help that dog recover and prepare for the next competition.
And we're just about out of time. So I'm going to ask you if you would mind giving people a phone number, a website, some way they could contact you. Do you object if people call you with just questions? Not
at all. I have an email address. I have a website with a contact form on it. I have a phone number. So any
Why don't we give those to the people before the tape runs out?
Okay. My phone number is 847-637-6319. My email address is Sarah, S-A-R-A, at prairiepausemassage.com.
If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you're looking to give your dog a treatment that will benefit it, and it sounds like at any age or any condition, it's a good thing to do. It sounds like it is wonderful for the animals. I know certainly that the animals at Save a Pet are happy after Sarah leaves them. And at this point, we are going to take you to Save a Pet and show you some of your dogs and cats available there for adopt.